A reading from the Gospel according to Matthew, chapter 9, verses 32 to 38. A demoniac who could not speak was brought to Jesus, and when the demon was driven out, the mute man spoke. The crowds were amazed and said, "Nothing like this has ever been seen in Israel." But the Pharisees said, "He drives out demons by the prince of demons." Jesus went around to all the towns and villages, teaching in their synagogues, proclaiming the gospel of the kingdom, and curing every disease and illness. At the sight of the crowds, his heart was moved with pity for them, because they were troubled and abandoned, like sheep without a shepherd. Then he said to his disciples, "The harvest is abundant, but the laborers are few. So ask the master of the harvest to send out laborers for his harvest."
As Jesus went along the roads of Galilee, proclaiming the kingdom of God and healing many sick people, he had compassion on the crowds, for they were harassed and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. Jesus' gaze seems to extend to this day to our world. Today too, it rests on so many people oppressed by difficult living conditions and lacking valid reference points to find a meaning and a purpose for their existence. Exhausted multitudes are found in the poorest countries, harshly tried by poverty, and even in the richer countries, there are numerous dissatisfied men and women who are even ill with depression. Let us think of the many evacuees and refugees, of all those who immigrate, putting their own lives at risk. Christ's gaze then rests upon all these people, indeed, upon each one of these children of the Father who is in heaven, and repeats, "Come to me, all of you." The true remedy for humanity's wounds, both material, such as hunger and injustice in all its forms, and psychological and moral, caused by a false well-being, is a rule of life based on fraternal love, whose source is in the love of God. For this reason, it is necessary to abandon the way of arrogance, of violence, used to obtain ever more powerful positions, to assure oneself of success at any price. However, in human, interpersonal and social relations above all, the rule of respect and of non-violence, namely, the power of the truth against every kind of abuse, is what can assure a future worthy of the human being.